Alright, family, today we about to talk about something different. What's up, guys? If you don't know me, my name is Nappyhead Millie, and I'm back like a bad habit. Today, I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to getting into a new fighting game. Alright, we gonna call this a top 5 do not do. Why is it a do not do? Because some of you guys are going to do it anyway, but I need you guys to understand if you're serious about getting into fighting games, this is something you're going to need to learn not to do. So I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5 is going to be the most controversial one, so I want to get this one out the way. When you're learning a fighting game, when you're learning a new character, do not look at tier lists. Tier lists do not matter for those who play online. That's my number 5. Tier list does not matter for those who play online. Now, I know a few of you guys will be disagreeing with me in the comments, like, yes, they do, but let's just put it like this. Let's put it like this, right? As you see, I'm playing a character that already in Grand Blue is considered low tier, which is Owen. I am learning him, and it's a character I'm very interested in. Let's say I switch up, right? Let's say I go to the first character that pops up on my random screen once I load up. Let's say I look at a tier list and let's say Sonic Fox says, oh, this character that's about to pop up is the best character in the game. I have no clue how to play that character, but because on not on low tier, I'm sorry. Perfect example, a top 5 character. Let's say Sonic Fox says Charlotta is now the best character in the game. Let's say, for instance, I didn't know how to play Charlotta. I know how to play her. Let's say I didn't know how to play her, and because I get more results with low end, but because Sonic Fox says Charlotta is a better character, I switched to Charlotta because in his tier listing and the other people tier listing, they say she's better. Now, my win rate starts to drop. Am I going to be happy because I switched characters? No. Not at all. If I play better on low end, why would I switch to another character because the tier listing says that character is good? People forget that tier listings are based off of tournament play, not online play. You have to remember, when we play these games online, there are so many different skill sets. There are noobish, there's intermediate, there are pro, there are hardcore, there are casual. So everybody's play style is different. You're not going to play the same character twice. The same version of a character twice. It's not cookie cutter. But that's my number 5. Don't go off of tier listing. If you go off of tier listing, as me as a person, and you come to the Nappyhead Millie saying this character is low tier, I'm going to probably look at you and say, okay, and I'm doing well with this character. What about you? That's just me. All right, number 4. You see what I'm doing now? Practice. Do not doubt practice mode. I'm sorry. Nah, I know this is the Japanese version. I do have the English version coming, but I prefer to practice my games as soon as possible. Learn to use the lab. The lab is your best friend. I can set up situations like this. I can set up situations where a character is jumping, not jumping at me, but jumping. I can figure out what's my best anti-air if somebody neutral jumps. You know, I can figure out if I put them on block. For instance, I have this character specifically. They jump at the block. So you jump, I can figure out what to do next. What's the best approach, what's the best punish. Don't not labbing. Labbing is your best friend. I am a person, I'm a stickler for sit your ass in practice and learn what you need to do beforehand. Alright, so number 3. This is kind of labbing, but this is like an expert tip. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but this is an expert tip in my opinion. Frame data is important, but don't kill yourself trying to learn frame data. Okay? Well, I messed up. My number 4 is basically don't doubt the lab. My number 3 is don't kill yourself trying to learn frame data. Here's the thing. If you aren't pro, if you don't plan on going pro, frame data, it matters, but it don't. There's plenty of people that play in tournaments that have no clue what frame data is. Like, They couldn't tell you what this move is on block. I can tell you. I can tell you that Cat is the only person that can punish this move. Just like Blanca Ball, as far as I know. A lot of other people can't. No, nobody knows what's +2, what's -1, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you want to learn it and take your game to the next level, that's fine. But as a beginner or somebody that's just in it for the fun, you don't need to learn. You don't need to learn that. I hate people that try to force frame data down your throat. And most of the people that try to fake, this is going to be me kind of ranting a little bit. Most of the people that try and teach you frame data don't even make it out of pools. They drown in pools if they even go to tournament. So why are you trying to tell me something that you don't do? You know what I'm saying? But that's number 3. Don't kill yourself over frame data. Number 2. Number 2 is more for if you're trying to take it seriously. If you are trying to take this game seriously, do not blame people for your lack of skill. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of times people, I'm not going to put out their names, you know the main culprit, but there's also some pro players that does it too. Not to the extent of the person we all know who I'm talking about, but it's people that do it that it's not the game, it's blah, blah, blah. Oh, if I was playing offline, this will blah, blah, blah. People that do that to me shows their lack of growth, their lack of wanting to grow in the game because you're making excuses for yourself. We all know this game has bad netcode. It's been out there, it's been put out. Maximilian has said it. If you're trying to take this game seriously, plenty of pros have said this game has bad netcode and the netcode needs to be worked on. Now, I don't know if they're going to update it with the day 1 patch for the US, but time will tell. We're not supposed to have this game anyway right now. So, of course, netcode on our end is probably going to be bad. But those that try and use excuses like, if I was offline, if you were offline, you'll be playing in the tournament. And 9 times out of 10, if you were offline, if you can't deal with people online, you can't deal with people offline. Yeah, there's latency. I will admit that. But there's a lot of people, yet again, that do good online and play terrible offline and do bad offline and still play as terrible offline. So I'm just saying, maybe it's your skill. Maybe you need to check your skill, hit the lab, go back and do number 4, not neglect the lab, and figure out what you're doing wrong. And my top thing, if you really want to get into this game and you really want to be serious about it, don't give up. Don't give up so easily. The thing about the FGC is a lot of people will give up on the game for another game. You know, it's kind of 2 and 1 go hand in hand. One is skill based. One is it's like nostalgia based. It's like the Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4 nostalgia thing. A lot of people like Street Fighter 5, but there's a lot of people that were good in Street Fighter 4 that can't deal in Street Fighter 5 and will use nostalgia to say, oh, this one is trash. You know? It takes time to get good at a game. Any game you play. This is a brand new IP. A brand new IP. You need to learn how to manage. Basically, you're playing this like it's an RPG. It's an RPG fighter. It's literally RPG fighter. You got to manage your EX. You're managing. I know y'all see it on my screen. You're managing your abilities. So you got to know when the EX, when not the EX. You got to know when light praise. You got to learn a lot of shit. And I guarantee you, the people that stick around and actually learn, instead of crying about it, instead of giving up on the game because they didn't have their way the first time, you'll grind, man. You got to learn. You got to lose before you can win in fighting games. That is the greatest thing I've been told. You really got to lose before you win in these fighting games. You know? It takes time. It takes practice. You see me, I'm sitting in the lab right now. I'm not going to say I refuse to go online. I've played a couple of matches online. A couple. But I know, okay, I need to develop my skills. So I'm sitting in the lab until the US version come out, and I'm going to practice, and I'm going to learn my characters. But yeah, other than that, let me go ahead and switch to this face cam. Other than that, that's just been a quick video. This is just some small advice. I am a new YouTuber, so if you want, like, subscribe, share. If you don't agree with some of my points, let me know in the comments. I love to talk to my subscribers, anybody that watches this video. I love to have this debate because I want the FGC to grow. But this has been Nappy Head Millie. Other than that, peace.